Thank you very much for staying with us. My name is Emmanuel Owusu-Ansah. Today is a special edition where we have the first half and the second half, a typical, football match experience. Just that with this, you don't have the injury time or the extra time as they said it. So I'm doing this with my co-hostess.
Kafri is the name. Today's episode promises to be exciting. Yes, that is why we will be reading your consents whilst the discussion unfolds. So you can join our interactivity by sending in your messages on WhatsApp or via SMS. The number is 0500180697. Here's the question or the topic for the day: as Republic Bank options to owning a house.
And as rightfully said by her, Audrey Dushikafi, her name, she made us understand the topic for today is the Republic Bank options to owning a house. Quite a number of us would want to own a house, but how do we get to own it? I know most of you would say we lack the funds, but that is not an excuse, and you're going to learn and understand why I'm saying that is no longer an excuse. In the studio with us for this discussion, we have with us Dan Ajete Mohenu, Head of Mortgage Banking and Customer Care from the Republic Bank. Dan, thank you very much for joining us on this discussion.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Earlier on, I mentioned to our viewers that, look, everybody can, own a house. Is that possible? Is it true?
Yes, Emmanuel, it is.
And why would you agree to that?
Well, I mean, let me say hi and good evening to your listeners and viewers back home. Emmanuel, everyone can own a home. Mm-hmm. Once you're an income earner or once you have a business that you are running, all we need to do is to assess your income, and then we'll be able to tell you how much loan you qualify for, whether you want to use it to buy a house, whether you want to use it to build a home. I mean, there are times that you would want to add, or let's say contribute an equity to the whole transaction. And so personally, I believe that everybody can own a home through the mortgage process.
Okay, so then what is the right time to own a home? Do I have to reach 40, 18, even 12? What is the right time? Do I have to get a big fat paying job before I dream of building a home or purchasing a home?
Well, Emmanuel, once you are 21 and above, you are gainfully employed. You have the right to access a loan. And so we do not necessarily have whether you're 40, whether you're 50, we use that to calculate the tenor of the facility that you get from us. We give our mortgage loans to as long as 20 years for you to repay. However, you can repay at any time that you want. So once you are within the retirement age of 60 in Ghana, outside, some of them do 67, some do 65. And even if you are 55 years old, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have just 5 years of mortgage. You can do a joint application with your spouse, or you do a joint application with your children, your brother, or your sister. And then what we do is that we take the younger one's age to determine the tenor of the facility.
Okay, Dan. So why are most people scared of engaging in mortgage? Because when people feel mortgage is a debt pledge, why is that so?
Well, I think we haven't really done well with education. If you go outside the Americans in the British system, mortgage is a straightforward transaction. I mean, everybody wants to take a mortgage because they want to own a home. So we have taken it upon ourselves to do a lot more education. Mortgage is not scary. It's just a long-term loan. We help you make specific payments over the life of the loan whilst you own the property. You see, the good thing is that you have the property from the start. You can stay in it, you can live in it. We don't wait for you to finish paying before you have access, no. So whatever you would have used to pay as rent to someone, we are saying that use that to pay for the mortgage. The house becomes yours. And then you can do whatever modifications you want to do with the house. Remember also that there's a portion of equity that you build over the life of the loan. So a house that is 70,000, 100,000 cedis now, within the next 5 years, it will reach about 500,000 depending on the neighborhood and of course who comes to live there. So
with what you're saying, don't you think maybe the bank and their mortgages have not been appealing enough? That's why it's deterring most people from applying for mortgage.
Yeah. Yes, it is the reason our new managing director has we created a focus of making mortgage the main and the department or the product that would lead the bank into more or less asset creation.
Okay.
Because if we do not do that, what we do is that we continue to widen the housing gap. We are supposed to make things flexible and understandable for individuals who live in Ghana or who live abroad to be able to acquire their homes. And so there's that level of re-strategizing and refocus. And so Republic Bank now is purely focused on the mortgage business.
Okay, so yeah, if you just joined the show, this is the Pyramid Show here live on JoyNews Television. Today is a special edition of the show. It's important to keep your questions and submissions or concerns coming in as the discussion unfolds. As the message drops, we read it right here and here. So, Audrey, I think you wanted
to... So, Dan, would you say it's prudent to build your own house with your funds?
Well, Audrey, that's a tricky one. Yes, if you have the funds in bulk and you can purchase, let's say, building materials and keep, and then you are able to finance throughout the lifetime of the construction, well, good for you. But the point is, if you want to do it bit by bit, remember price increases. Cement yesterday is not the same price today. I mean, so some people have been at their housing project for 3 years, 5 years, and they are still struggling. We have products to meet that. Even if you have cash and you want to, say, construct, I mean, why not keep it with us? We lend to you, and then even if it's an investment or something, the interest that you earn out of the cash or the fixed deposit or whatever investment you put in, we use that interest to support the payment of the mortgage. That way, by the time you are done, you still have your capital and you still have a house.
Now, great submission there. Clearly, most businessmen or the bourgeois, what they do is that they don't invest their capital, but they will rather secure the loan and get the returns on that and rather use it to, for real estate and the likes. But that is not the case here in our country. So it's becoming very worrisome. What are you doing as a mortgage company to make sure that most people get to understand and embrace the mortgage idea of going to construct a home? Typically, the experts will tell you it's a wrong thing to do when, especially, you are building your first house with your own funds, but it's not sunk into the minds of the public. What are you doing?
Well, Emmanuel, like I said, Republic Bank has taken it upon itself to do a lot more education when it comes to the mortgage. Like you said, business. Well, I run my own business. I make my own money. What I decide to do with my capital is nobody's business. But you see, why not push that capital into the business, get more inflows or get more revenue, and leave us to do the housing for you? So based on your business inflows, your revenues, your profitability, we extend that loan to you. And instead of pumping 1 million cedis, 2 million cedis into a housing project that you will not get back, pump that into your business, expand it, and then just give us a portion of that revenue to go towards servicing your facility. That is all. But like you said, people are gradually getting the understanding, and I think that with more and more education from our side, we should get there.
Okay. For more and more education from our side, we should get there. So today promises to be for you. Keep sending in your messages to our WhatsApp number at 0500180697, or you can send us SMS via the same number. Engage us on our socials also. It is X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Pyramid_Show, Facebook 360mediagh.net, and we're also live on My Joy Online.
Okay, so if you just join us, this is the Pyramid Show here and live on JoyNews Television. We've been talking about the Republic Bank options to owning your house. The show takes a break. Stay with us. Thank you very much for staying with us. Dan, you began the discussion on the importance or the benefits of acquiring a mortgage. Would you want to give us more highlights, the benefits of taking a mortgage?
All right, Emmanuel. So, I mean, as before we went on break, I was talking about why you should even take the mortgages. And I touched on the business individuals or the business tycoons.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is that instead of locking up your capital in a project or a property, why not allow us do a mortgage for you? Push that capital into your business, increase your revenue, expand your business, and then just use a smaller portion of that to repay us as a mortgage repayment on a monthly basis for whatever tenor that you acquired the loan for. Now, mortgage more or less enables you to own a home now rather than the future. I mean, if you want to construct, it takes you a longer period by your own funds. Now, it is also an investment. Look at what is happening to our investment horizon or investment vehicles these days. A little DDP here, a little that here. We can push those ones into investing in real estate now, which I believe now is the safest place to place your money. Get the houses, even if you do not live in the house, you could rent them out, get your cash flow, and then use that to also pay us. I also mentioned property value appreciation. I mentioned that there's an equity that can be generated when you purchase the house or when you get the mortgage to build or complete your house now. So that value will be generated throughout the life of the loan in terms of equity. And at Republic Bank too, we also give you the flexible repayment options. As we speak, we have come up with various repayments. Now you are able to pay your loan bi-weekly. You are able to pay your loan semi-monthly. I mean, apart from the usual monthly repayments that people know about or the quarterly payments. And when you do that, you're able to save some interest payment that you would have made to the bank. The other thing is that maybe you might not know, we have the lowest interest rate on the market as we speak. And what we have done over the last few weeks is to even cut the rate down more. So our CD rate has been cut down by as much as 3% to the barest or the lowest. And so it makes it easy and flexible for a wider range of people to qualify for the mortgages. The other aspect is that for every Republic Bank mortgage that you sign on to, you get a credit card. We run credit cards for individuals and businesses, so that is also available as an additional package for our mortgages.
Okay. So educate us on some of the possible products Republic Bank has for us.
Thank you, Audrey. We have 7 different products. And because of time, it probably would be difficult to go into all the 7. But let me run you through quickly, then we can pick maybe 1 or 2 and elaborate. So we have the home purchase that enables prospective homeowners to purchase a completed house. To purchase a completed house, we finance as much as 80% of the value of the property, and then you contribute your equity. We also have the home completion mortgage where you've built up to rental. Like I said, some people have been at their property for almost 3 years. We value what you have done, look at how much you need to complete, and we come in with a mortgage to support you to complete your house. It will be on your land, built to specification, built to what your design is. We also have the home equity. After you have built your property, you have earned equity in the property, you want to do other investment, you want money to push back into your business, you want to acquire another property, or you want to complete any investment that you want to do, we have the home equity that can also support you. And then the home improvement. Last time we were here, we spoke about expandable housing and all that. Maybe when you bought the property, it was 2-bedroom. Now you want to expand to 4. We have home improvement that can support you as well. Or you did just a simple screeding. Now you have the means, you want to do tiles, whether Spanish or Arabian tiles. you can have the home improvement to support. The next one is the pension-backed mortgage. Okay. And I believe, I think in our next series, we'll dive deep into the pension-backed mortgage, where we leverage on your Tier 3 contribution to finance you 100%.
Now talking about home improvement, what makes this extraordinary from the other packages?
Well, the home improvement more or less gives you the opportunity to add value to the existing property. Right. So whatever you have, maybe you have acquired, say last year or 2 years ago, you want to improve. maybe it was a single story. You decided to build a two-story property, but at the time you had only funds to cater for a single story. You want to improve it, you want to continue. You built a 2-bedroom, you want to expand. Your kitchen, now you want a very modernized, kitchen, cabinets and all that. We have all those facilities available under the home improvement mortgage product.
Okay, Dan, you also mentioned home completion. So if I should start a particular structure, developing a structure, and I'm stuck at the lintel level, what is the requirements? What do I need to do to...
So Audrey, let me break this down into very simple terms. Now, before you even build or start building, you should have title to the land. Yeah. Title varies from each area or each environment. In Accra, we look at the land title certificate, which is the yellow document that people have. Elsewhere, they have the deed of assignment. So you have that. You need your building permit before you even start. Otherwise, you start and you get to a point where stop work, remove now. You know, those kind of inscriptions from the district assembly. So once you have done that, covered all those grounds, and you've built up to your lintel level, we consider that as your contribution to the mortgage. Okay. So an approved valuer will come in, value what you have done so far, and then they are able to tell how much you need to complete the entire structure in terms of bills of quantities. So we are able to, we as a bank, we know that, well, where you've gotten to, you need maybe 200,000 Ghana cedis to complete or 300,000 Ghana cedis to complete. And then we look at your income, how much you qualify for. And then that's it. Okay, that's great. But let's ask, for those in the diaspora, do they qualify? Yes. Our mortgages are open to Ghanaians, whether you live in Ghana or you live abroad. Once you're a Ghanaian and you can prove to us, I mean, our doors are open. We even go as far as expatriates for foreigners who have maybe some business ties here in Ghana and they are going to stay here, they have their resident permit. We are able to give them mortgages to acquire homes. Now, the diaspora is a very interesting topic when it comes up because day in, day out, you get calls and you hear people sounding frustrated about they sending money down to some artisans to build houses, and they come back for holidays, and a year, 2 years down the line, their houses are still not complete. Sometimes they are shown a certain house. By the time they come back and, with all the joy running into their houses, somebody comes and claims that this is my property. So, I mean, we strive to support all these individuals by making sure that whatever we get for them, documentation-wise, property-wise, location, you are satisfied enough to be able to acquire the mortgage to purchase those houses. So you don't need to go through any middleman. Just come to us directly and we'll sort you out. So in their absence, the project can still go? Yes, the projects go on, especially even if you are buying from, let's say, an estate developer or from an individual. What we need you to do is, if you cannot be physically present, you may want to appoint a power of attorney. Power of attorney simply means somebody who can stand in for you in Ghana. They will do the inspection, they will make sure everything is built to taste. And whatever you were shown, whether on picture or on video, that is what you are getting through the mortgage. So all they do is to sign the documents and do the inspection, but we make sure that the house is available, and what you look at is what you get. But the fear of them being in the diaspora and probably the rate being different for them, the interest rate, returns on the principal. Well, yes, I mean, in Ghana, properties do appreciate, if I am not mistaken. I mean, 10% a year is not bad for property appreciation. And even for them, they take their mortgages in the USD, foreign currency. And so even between today and tomorrow, the value in CD will change, based on the exchange rate that we are all looking at. And so it's quite simple to do with these diasporans. Once you can prove your income, you can prove your identity. Like I said, let us know that you're a Ghanaian, and we are good to go. It's simple, straightforward. We just do 3-step approach, and then you get your house.
So Dan is saying, let us know you are a Ghanaian, and then you are good to go. So then I'm asking, why a mortgage from Public Bank? Why not other financial institution? Why Republic Bank?
Well, I don't know where else you can get the lowest rate as we speak. Audrey, the rate plays a major role in determining how much you qualify for as a mortgage loan. And so for us, it's important for us to drop the rate as low so that people, a wider range or a wider aspect of the economy can have access to these mortgage loans. Secondly, people always say that the process is cumbersome. No, it is not. From within days, you can get your approval, and if your developer is serious, is able to provide us with all the necessary documentation, within a week or two, you should have your house. It's a very simple, straightforward
I mean, have
process.
your mortgage or
Yes.
house?
So you have your mortgage. Once you get a mortgage, we pay the developer. You have your house. It's a simple and straightforward.
Now, for those stuck on their project, some is taking them 15, 10 years, 5 years, and once you grant the mortgage, how soon is it completed?
Well, it depends. So let's assume you are doing a 3-bedroom house, you've got into rental. Within a matter of 6 months, you should be able to finish if the funds are available. And so what we do is, we know we have approved the mortgage for you. We have approved 300,000. Of course, it will be disbursed in tranches because we need to also inspect and ensure that for every money that we push in there, it's put to the proper use. And so maybe 2 or 3 tranches. 6 months, with maximum 6 months, you should complete your house and move in. It doesn't take years. It doesn't take years. So if you are stuck on your project 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 15 years, wow. It all depends on the cash.
Oh, yes. Is it just with home facilities, or you look at schools, you're looking at hospitals? Do you grant mortgages for these projects?
Yes, we have a separate product for commercial facilities. And if I say commercial, like somebody wants to build, let's say, a mall, somebody wants to build a school, somebody wants to build a hostel, there are separate mortgage facilities under the commercial side. But we are strictly residential. But the bank has a product like that.
The bank. Now, you've made us understand, that there's a difference between it being commercial and residential. Let's talk about the location of the project.
Emmanuel, for location, as we speak, we are around across the nation. Any regional capital is seen as good for us. Any economically viable area is good for us. Last week, I was in Bolga to speak to a session of the lecturers, and I was amazed at the questions and how they wanted to probe and understand how mortgages work. And that also, like I said, is in line with the education that we are trying to put together and let the public know that mortgage is not something scary. It's a very easy way to go.
Now, you talking about being in Bolga, it means you went there typically to go and educate the group of people there?
Yes. That is what we typically do.
Is it by the doing of your entity, or they write to you, invite you over, then you go in there for a session with them?
Well, it happens both ways. The institution can invite us. We are more than ready to go. We also have a plan. We have a plan to visit certain institutions and do that level of...
Is it every institution or selected institutions? Because our viewers are watching, they would want to give you an invitation.
Well, if you have or you work in an institution and you want us to speak to you, please feel free to call us.
What number did they call, please?
Just give me a sec. Let me give you the phone number. So our direct number is to the mortgage department, 0540 109 649. 050-109-649, and then 054-010-9901. You reach us directly at the mortgage department.
Okay. So what about your social media handles?
Well, social media, I think on Facebook, you just type Republic Bank and you get social media, all our social media handles.
And the emails.
And the email. So email, we have, for the purposes of the mortgage department, we have created a special email, myhome@ republicghana.com. My home, the very simple one word, my home at republicghana.com. And it comes directly to the department, and then somebody will attend to you.
Okay, thank you so much. If you just joined the show, this is the Pyramid Show. Our guest in the studio from Republic Bank, Dan Ajete Mohenu, and we've been discussing the Republic Bank options to owning a house. The show takes the break. Stay with us. Thank you very much for staying with us, Dan. We are wrapping up in a few minutes to final words as you take leave of us.
Well, Emmanuel and Audrey, and to our viewers and listeners out there, let me say that mortgage is not a difficult thing. It is not cumbersome. It's a very simple task when you are dealing with the Republic Bank mortgage department. You know, we pride ourselves as being the pacesetters and the pioneers in this business, and the only true mortgage or home loan provider in this country. So just reach out to us, and we will make your day. We will make your day. We have experts, we have the mortgage specialists, you have the account managers who run you through. Even after you take the loan, there are officers assigned to you that will take you through the process of repayment.
Now, a bird whispered to me that you are running some sort of promo since January.
Yes. So we are currently running a promotion. We cut down on our CD interest rates because, I mean, we need a lot more people to qualify for the mortgages, and usually the interest rate is a driving factor. So we cut down on our CD mortgage interest rate, and this runs until January 31st, 2024. So once you are able to get your mortgage loan now, we book the loan, we pay for your house, or we disburse the loan, you are going to benefit from this low interest rate until you finish paying your loan. But these rates run until January 31st. So if you want to take a mortgage at this low rate, please come to us now. The good thing about us, Emmanuel, before we finish this, we run the fixed interest rate regime. What I mean is that the interest rate that we contract with you, it doesn't change. Once we book the loan, that rate runs for the life of the loan.
Even after 100 years.
So for the life of the loan. So if it's 20 years, you are running your rate for 20 years. And it's for a simple reason. Incomes do not go up that much in this country. And so once we say you are paying 3,000 Ghana cedis a month or $3,000 a month, we want to see that consistency throughout the life of the loan, rather than, increasing and reducing. That distorts your cash flow.
Now, Dan, we are receiving tons of messages with most people asking a lot of questions. I believe you have to announce your numbers again, the WhatsApp line, so that you can receive all these WhatsApp.
So our WhatsApp lines. Just a minute, I don't have them off. Okay. So our WhatsApp numbers are 054-010-9649, 054-010-9649. We have a second number, 054-010-9901, 054-010-9901. You can also reach us at our toll-free. Our call center is also 24/7. 0800-414-414. 0800-414-414. Email myhome@republicghana.com. And then you asked about a social media handle. It's at Republic Ghana on all the social media platforms.
So please kindly announce the WhatsApp numbers again.
0540-109649. That's the first one. And then 054-010-9901.
Thank you very much, Dan Ajete Mohenu. He is the head of mortgage banking and customer care from the Republic Bank. The show takes a break. Now, today is a special edition, and this is the reason we are going to have this discussion with you going forward from now. That is we want to have your views, your reviews about the show, your take about the topics that have been discussed so far, and what you think the revelations that you have gathered watching this show from the commencement of the show. So call the numbers on your screen and make your contribution, and also send us a message on the WhatsApp number 0500 180 697, 0500 180 697. You could as well send an SMS via the same number. Audrey, interesting discussion so far on the mortgage, but let's look at the review of the show so far. What has been your take? What has been the impression, the importance of the show as a co-hostess?
So far, I've had in-depth revelation on what we have discussed so far, starting from the first day we had a discussion till now. In-depthly, I've had a deep revelation on proper acquisition of lands, and then the varied building materials we've been made known. Firstly, ideally, I thought it was just block and then probably mud. But currently, I know that there's raffia, there's steel, there's wood. You can go in for glass and then have a nice structure and all. So I have learned so much. What has been your review as the host? You're always in the seat, asking questions, listening, and then learning more. What has been your review so far?
Thank you. I think being in the hot seat it's been a great journey so far from the start. I remember our very first discussion, that is to build your house or to own your house, and the response the very day, the interest from our dear viewers, it was just awesome. And that gave us, the energy, not even just with you and I, but even with the production team behind the scenes. It gave us the energy to keep going. The most I would say the best topic, I wouldn't say the best, all have been best topics, they've been good topics, but some of the topics that really got to me, I'm going to mention lands, and I'll be talking about waterproofing. And on lands, that was the part where I got to understand that you need to actually read the indenture that is given to you. In other words, the paper that is officially, transferred over to you to confirm that, yes, indeed, now you've taken possession of the parcel of land. And in it is the covenant. The covenant, I got to understand, that is the part where you get to actually see the terms and agreement between you, the lessee, and the lessor. And it was interesting getting to know some of the terms there that we do not even look at them at all. Telling you the number of years it's been given to you, that in the event where you want to even resell the land, you have to consult them. There are quite a number of terms and conditions there, and I think most people overlook that. So I think that is one important thing I carried with me. But before I go on to the waterproofing, let me mention that to our viewers, you are part of this discussion. This is the special segment we are doing with you today. Let us know your views, your reviews about the show, the program so far. You can call the number on your screen or send us a WhatsApp. Now, with the WhatsApp messages that came in during the discussion with Dan from Republic Bank, you're sure going to be responded to personally. So be on the lookout in your WhatsApp chat box. You are going to receive messages from Republic Bank. For now, we are looking at the review of the show, what you've made of the show, what your contributions and your directions you would want to suggest to us going forward are. So call the numbers on your screen and be part of the discussion.
So Emmanuel, a quick announcement.
Okay, so before we do the announcement, let me go on to the phone line. Hello, Yakubu. Tell us where you're calling from and what you have to say.
I'm calling you from Bokuwe.
Okay, from Boko, talk to us.
Oh, I'm very happy about your program. I have been watching it.
Thank you very much.
Especially when it comes, the one you just finished, the program you just finished.
The mortgage, financing.
I'm very happy. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too, Yakubu. So that was Yakubu there. Audrey, what do you make of what?
Quick announcement. If you are a property owner seeking to sell or rent, or if you're a prospective buyer seeking to buy a land, look no further. You can send your details to the number 020-157-1649, and they will aid you in that process. They would rid you of the stress in going to meet fraudulent or meeting people that wouldn't give you exactly what you want. Emmanuel.
Okay, now one important thing you need to know, and I've been stressing, the spread of the black rubber on your building foundation is not an ultimate guarantee to rising damp or dampness or possibly leakages. It's just a halfway job done, and you're still going to see those defects you hate to see on your building. The ultimate solution for you is the Zypes product. Now, if you're a contractor, an engineer, talk about a mason or a site supervisor, it's important that going forward for all your concrete works and the laying of your blocks, you add Zypes waterproofing products to them. It's going to give you a total guarantee against the adverse effect of water. Hello, Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello.
Seth, what do you have to say?
Yeah, this is my first time watching a program, and I'm saying it's the best program.
It's the best program.
My question is, I heard you recently making a comment about indenture, and then I am asking if it is possible indenture can be having no years limit. Most of the time it will be 99 years. So I'm asking if it is possible that the indenture wouldn't have any date or years limit on the
Okay, so if I understood you very well, Seth, you want to know with the indenture, the least number of years, you want to know if it's not supposed to be there. Is that clear?
Yeah, maybe unlimited years or something.
Okay, thank you very much, Seth. We shall be addressing that. Audrey, just let's take it from Abubakar from Boligard, then I answer that of Seth. He's saying so far it's been good, it's been fantastic.
Yeah, the show has been educative so far. You have learned, I have learned, a lot of people have. So it has helped us. It has revealed lots of things to us. We know what to do, when to do it, and how to go about when it comes to constructing our buildings.
Okay, now with said, your answer is this. According to the Constitution forbids that anybody gives you a land without giving you the number of years you are supposed to hold on to the land. So this is not just the doing of the sellers or the people giving you the land. It's actually mandated by law that if you want to transfer a property to a lessee or an assignee, you have to give a number of years for the transfer. So that is the reason why you see it there. So if you're not seeing it in there, actually it's not valid. The Constitution does not recognize. So call us. The second half is the review of the show so far, what we've been discussing, and your take on the show. Okay. So, Audrey, you asked me, I think I was on the matter of...
Yeah, you were on the topics we've discussed so far. You spoke about the land acquisition. You spoke about building a house, the permits, the documentation involved. We've had a discussion on fire safety measures. We've had discussion with liquefied petroleum gas, how to keep it in our homes. Yes. And then with the guest that came made mention of the gas having a smell.
Now, that particular discussion, the interesting thing for me was people were asking about the transportation of the cylinder, and those using motorbikes were asking, okay, it's supposed to be laid flat in the truck, but it's a motorbike. What do they do? I think it was an interesting question there.
It was an eye-opener. Most people realized they were putting themselves in danger they didn't even have an idea about. Because if currently, you know...
Hold on for me. Let me go straight to... Hello? Please, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Benjamin.
Please come again with your name.
My name is Benjamin. I'm calling from Obuasi.
Okay, Benjamin, please lower the volume of your set and go on with your submission.
I'm calling from Obuasi.
Okay, Benjamin, please lower the volume of your set.
Okay, so please, when you call into the show, remember to lower the volume of your set so that we don't get negative feed here in the studio. Audrey, you were talking about
the smell from the cylinder, the LPG smell, the liquefied petroleum gas smell, that smell. Now, you know that when you get into your kitchen, when you enter your kitchen and then you smell that, it means there's something wrong with your cylinder. You have to check it to keep the place safe for yourself and anybody that comes around. Yeah.
Now, one important thing, I think last 2 weeks, we began our discussion, a series on fire safety requirements. And I was very surprised when they said the use of security doors is hazardous. And he explained further, not entirely not to be used, but you need to make sure you buy a fire-rated one. Let me go on to the phone. Hello, Ezekiel.
Hello.
Ezekiel from Sominga, please, what do you have to say?
Yes, yes.
Go on, Ezekiel.
Yes, I really enjoyed the program. It's very educative.
And if you are interested in some of these things, and then you get education very well, then you know you are not throwing your money into the dust. So I'm very happy, and I want such a program to continue so that the general public will know what they want to invest in, those who are interested. Thank you very much. Okay, the program will surely continue. Please, when you call, remember to mute the volume of your set. Audrey, you were talking about the scent, and I think I lifted the discussion on the use of security doors. He made us understand that it's not entirely wrong to have a security door fixed on your exit, but make sure it's fire rated. And also, the catch was with event organizers. The use of auditoriums and buildings for event, and they need to have a fire permit certificate.
Yeah, surely everybody that has an event center needs to get that. You know that you need to go to the right office or the right space to get these documentations to make it easy for you to use. Because if they should come to your place now, it's punishable by law if you don't have that. I see. So, and Kosa takes delight in doing that. He does. Yes, he takes delight in doing that. Hello, Isaac.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Isaac.
Well, I think your show is quite an interesting one. I think I joined late though, but I think the little that I've come to experience, it has been something so interesting to me. But on the quest of the gas acquisition, yes, I just want to know what are some of the details you have to provide to get those ducts. And on the other side of the mortgage, that one too, I think, what are some of the things they need from you, the beneficiaries, the one that you are interested, I think the one who is going for that mortgage, what are some of the things they are in need of, what are some of the requirements that they need before they grant you access to that?
Okay, so thank you very much, Isaac. Thank you very much. Now, let me take this message coming from Kwame Bless Kodo from Wasada Dieso, and he says, I have now known proper acquisition of land. Your show is powerful. So let me have your final words as we wrap up the show. So the show so far has been educated. We've learned a lot from land acquisition. And don't forget to talk to your viewers. They've been testing, you've been interacting with them. So yes, you can keep sending in your messages to us via SMS or WhatsApp. The number is 0500180697. You can also engage us on our socials. It is X, formerly known as Twitter, at the pyramid_show, Facebook 360 Media GH, and you can also watch us on My Joy Online. Thank you very much for being a part of this show. We began the journey with Republic Bank. They've made us understand the importance of taking a mortgage. Mortgage is not a witchcraft thing to be scared of, or you shouldn't have that kind of negative feeling going for a mortgage. Go in for a mortgage. It's going to help you finish your construction or the completion of your house within the shortest possible time. It's been great reviews coming from you. We'll be coming your way same time next week. Stay blessed and be good.